how to use shapes with the new pattern preview feature in Photoshop CC221. Now this feature is not in 2020, 2019, etc. So this is a new feature of 2021. Actually feels quite strange saying 2021 when it's still got a few months to go. Right, so I'm just gonna, here's the design that I've just created quickly using the pattern preview. And you can see the pattern preview. There's the actual document and there's the pattern all the way around. So I'm just going to remove that now. So I've just gone back to a completely fresh document. So view and pattern preview. And it comes up with a quick panel there. I'm just going to click OK. Absolutely fine. Now I'm just going to go to the custom shape, but you can do the same with all the others as well. You've got rectangles. Actually, I'll quickly show that. So go to the top and you've got an option here, shape. You can just add a shape and you can see as soon as you apply that, the shape appears over there and there. Now if I zoom out even more, you can see your design. So you can really see it's a pattern design there. Now if I move it, resize it, I can rotate that and you can see it changes. So it's really quite flexible to just do all kinds of different designs. Now what you can also do, of course, is you can always go to edit and define pattern. So define pattern, and you can see you've got your pattern design. Now that can be stored away. So it's a really great way of creating very quick pattern designs. Now it's not very complex pattern design, so I just add a little bit more complexity. And maybe change the colour there. Green. Rotate that around, maybe have it go slightly out, and so on. You can see that design there. And again, you can go to edit and define pattern, and there you can see your pattern design. Click OK. Now that's in your patterns preset, and it's a seamless tile, so it can just duplicate all over. Massive, brilliant new feature, this feature. So I'm just going to use it to create all kinds of pattern design. So that's for, obviously I'm just using rectangles in this case. So I'm just going to go and use maybe there, the custom shape tool, but I could use all of the others here as well. So again, go to view. Now pattern preview is slightly odd that as soon as you go back all the way through, it's lost that feature. It's only set on when you set it on, let's say there, and as soon as you go to a new document or you go back to the start, it will vanish. So that's just a slightly annoying feature. So there goes there, and I'm going to select a custom shape, just one of my designs there. So you've got that design, and straight away you can see you've got that design there. I'm just going to add another design, and maybe change the colour to blue, and change that to there, and so on and so on. So you can see you can create some very complex designs very quickly. Once you've done that, what you can do again, if you want to store it away as a preset, simply just go to edit and define pattern. So it's just stored away there. Now you can use it again. So I could just quickly show you, new, file, new, create, and then go to layer and new fill layer and pattern, click OK. Now, obviously that wasn't the pattern I've just created. There's the patterns I've just created. So you've got that design there. Now, of course, it's not shapes. Once you go into this, it's just a pixel design. So it's completely lost all the shape. And you can say 20%. You can see the design there, and you can rotate it around. Click OK. So I'm just going to go back now to the pattern itself. So again, go back there, completely fresh document again. So again, what I have to do, go to view and pattern preview. Click OK. At some point, I will get rid of that panel. I don't think I should display it every time, but I'm just going to show it in this tutorial. So now with this, what you can also do, you can go here to pixels. So just go there. Now it's a pixel design, and you can do the same. Now I'm just going to go and select a different shape, maybe that shape or that one, and you can just drag that design. Then you can see straight away you can create some very complex designs there. Just add there. Now if you apply effects, it will not work. You can't apply, you can't go here, just go to filter and say blur and Gaussian blur. Now if you do that, it's going to fail. Well, it's certainly not going to, it actually looks quite decent. However, I think there's going to be situations where you find that actual effects are not going to help, because of course it's just not going to be a pattern anymore. So that's why it says pixel effects are just not going to be great. So like I say, if I went for another one, filter, probably like liquify, it's just the result is just clearly not going to be. If I go for liquify, does not support pattern preview. I mean, that's reasonable. So obviously I'm not going to, so I'm going to cancel that. Don't want that. I just pointed that out. But you've got this design. Once you've created your design, of course, what you can do, you can go to edit and again, define pattern. Now, of course, what you can do, you can always, of course, go to image adjustments, hue and saturation, and you can change the colors like that. Click OK, and then go to edit and define pattern, and it will be still a seamless design. So you can create those using adjustments. So again, just going to go back a little bit there, back to the point where it says pattern preview. So now I can still continue. So now I'm just going to go for, say, ellipse tool. You can see you can create all kinds of different designs, polka dot designs, very easy now, using shapes like that. And you can create all kinds of different designs using shapes in pixel mode. And of course, also what you can do, you can go up here as well. You can go to maybe difference. So you can actually then go over the whole lot of those, and you can see you can create some very unusual abstract designs using that just by, and it's all again a seamless design, a seamless pattern. And of course you can use the others if you want, so you don't have to use those ones. And of course this is not the most amazing pattern, but I just thought I'd quickly show you, you can use these to create some interesting designs. And again, of course, you can use opacity with, say, like normal. You can just use that, and you can apply it anywhere. You don't have to apply it in the actual pattern preview. If you apply it there, it will still duplicate it all across your pattern design. So just go back to that pattern preview just to show it. So it's outside of the box, but it will still be designed as a pattern. So you can just, so you don't even have to go inside that. And there it is. So you can create all kinds of different designs using shapes. Now, of course, you can also use brushes. You can use gradients as well, though gradients require a little bit, and I'm going to do a video on that, subtle things using like the reflected feature. If you use reflected and combine them, you can actually use gradients with these as well. Obviously, for most gradients, it's not going to be particularly great, but you can use it, and it's quite effective as well. But this is with shapes, and I think it's pretty effective. And also, of course, you could use type as well, a whole range of different things. So if you go and type there, and you can add that as well. So if I just put there, you can see that's duplicated. But I'm going to do a tutorial, probably quite a few tutorials, on this new pattern feature. So that's shapes. This is the new 2021 Photoshop. It's got some great features, and hope you found this of interest. Please subscribe to Graphicxtras channel. Always adding new tutorials about Photoshop, Illustrator, and loads of others. Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer. Also, please add some comments. Always appreciate it. Always nice to hear what things I can add, what sort of things I can, what do I do wrong? A dislike or like. Thank you much.